Yo, what's at the bottom of a cenote besides bones? Really unique tree pieces and roots, and also really cool stalagmites, and also some really fun cenote fish. But in today's adventure, I'm taking you to Nicte-Ha, which is an amazing cenote that I loved diving in. Whether you're interested in diving here or you just want to check it out, I'll have plenty of tips and inspo for you in today's video, so let's literally dive in. And if you're new here, hola, hola, I'm Christine with Where in the World is Ciel, and I make travel videos every week to help you get up, go travel. So if you like to travel, consider subscribing.
It's refreshing and cold. Freezing. Really freezing.
It's not that bad. If you've been scuba diving in Zanzibar like me, it's relatively cold, but that's not where the story starts.
Back again.
I'm back the next day at Viator grabbing a coffee where I had just met the Tulum mermaid the day before. In case you missed that video, link in the description below. But today I was meeting up with... That's right, I was meeting up with Mario. You've seen me diving with him before at El Pit, but today we were going somewhere special. Dos Ojos is like known in Tulum by a lot of people for being a beautiful cenote, but at that same area is this hidden gem, which is Cenote Nicte-Ha.
The Cenote Nicte-Ha. Oh, we're about to get in the water. Who loves diving? You guys know I love diving. I'm excited. We're getting set up.
Whether you're scuba diving here or just coming to swim, it should be 100 pesos or about $5 to get in. I put a helpful link in the description below for you to check that out. But I came here to dive with Mario. His info in the description below. What I think makes this cenote super unique is Nicte-Ha, which is the flowers.
So pretty in here. Really pretty. Don't forget it's a jungle. It's hot in here too. A lot of mosquitoes. Got a new freshie right here. Look. That's the new one for the collection. One of my favorite things about cenotes is how peaceful they are. It's also why you gotta go to the non-crowded ones. The color of the water at these cenotes, because again, it's fresh water. It's just so blue and so pretty, but this one's really unique because it has Nicte is the flower, is the water flower, and it's really pretty, and they're all over the place. One thing I can never get used to. Oh, is that? Oh, that part. That's cold. I mean, refreshing. It's really refreshing. That's really cold. It's hard to get used to.
While I wiggled into my wetsuit, Mario told me the story of Nicte-Ha, which is she's the guard of this cenote, and there's kind of a morbid but interesting story of her and a prince, but I will link it in the description below. Obviously, it's way better to hear it from Mario in his accent. And after I got suited up, there is a platform with a very clear sign that says no jumping, but you know, that's up to you.
Don't talk me out.
Part of the reason, to be honest, why I jumped off the platform is out of necessity. I'm wearing a 5mm wetsuit. In other words, in 90-degree heat with very high humidity, it is insanely hot, and cooling yourself off once you're in the wetsuit is really important. The water temperature on the other side is 77 degrees. Again, fresh water or very refreshing water. Again, I've been scuba diving in very hot places. Hot and cold, it's all relative. Once you're in the water, you get used to it eventually. But I do have some really cool Bonaire diving videos, links in the description below if you want to check it out. But let's talk about what it's like diving in Nicte-Ha, as well as some interesting and helpful tips.
We're not gonna pull its tail.
What we're talking about right now is how we're not going to pull the tail of the Loch Ness monster that is inside Nicte-Ha. Not literally, there's no monsters in there, but one thing to know if you've never been cenote diving before is that it is dark. And that in itself, especially if you're used to shallow reef diving, can be a scary thing. And so it might take a minute to get used to because you need lights to be able to see anything. Nicte-Ha is a little bit more unique in that you will get more places with light, but generally it's really dark. Another helpful and interesting thing to know is that cenote diving is not cave diving. In other words, you don't need a specific diving certification to be able to do these dives because they are caverns. But it is super important to dive with someone who knows what they're doing, which is why I always dive with Mario, and I definitely recommend him. And just my opinion, but because you're diving through more tight spaces in a cenote like Nicte-Ha, I recommend that you have a little bit of diving experience under your belt. In other words, don't make make this your first dive. There are more open cenotes, and Mario can take you there. He knows them all. But you want to know where else he can take you?
Yeah. Somewhere new. Oh yeah, that is muy grande. Thank you. Oh, that's stuff my face.
Ooh, I love Tulum adventures. If you enjoyed this video, cheers that like button and consider subscribing. And tell me in the comments below if you have been diving in Tulum or elsewhere in the world, and come join me. Some of my Bonnier diving videos are super fun, or check out my other cenote diving video, and I will see ya in the next adventure. Ciao.
Oh, these fish really like me. Oh my goodness.
Yo, I got a man.